Hi, my name is Emily. I was raised going to church, but slowly stopped attending as I became a teenager. I had a difficult time in college. I turned towards alcohol and drugs, and I let myself believe it was just normal college behavior. I was a partier, which led me one night to driving alone in my car, pleading with God to just take me off this earth to relieve me of the pain I felt inside. My car ran into a cement wall that night, and the vehicle was completely destroyed. I deliberately didn't have my seatbelt on because at that time, I didn't care. I praise God so much that even then, He had His hand on my life and didn't condemn me, but instead lovingly invited me to follow Him. Not long after, I was invited to a church service on campus, and during the service, I realized that there was only one way to truly relieve the pain I had felt, the hole I had inside. I knew that only Jesus could help me, so I admitted my sins and asked Him to be my Savior. I jumped right into my new faith, joined a small group, and attended services. However, once I started to again associate with people who were negative influences, I went to church less and started doing more things that weren't right. But in the midst of this, again, God didn't give up on me. I started a new job, and my boss and I became good friends. She invited me to a Bible study group that she was hosting in her home. This is where I began to really live out my faith and walk a new path. Because of my past, I had many problems in searching for love in all the wrong places, and also had a lot of anger toward men. God renewed my thinking and showed me that my relationships could be holy and loving. He has made light out of my darkness. By allowing me to forgive and by forgiving me of my sin, God has totally renewed my soul. God had to do this work in me before I was ready to find my true love. 2008 was a dramatic year for me. In March, God brought my husband into my life through eHarmony. I'm sure eHarmony would like to take the credit, but I prefer to give it to God. Over the summer, we began attending here at Spring Creek Church, and then on August 7th, 2008, my brother Adam was killed in Iraq. Although losing my brother was the hardest thing I've ever been through, my faith in God allowed me not to become bitter, but instead draw closer to Him. Next year, it will be 10 years since I've had that conversation with God alone in my car, wondering why I was put here on this earth. But I understand now. He has so much to teach me and so many blessings to bestow upon me. He has given me a loving, godly husband. And in 2011, although we weren't sure we could have children, God blessed us with the birth of our son, Grace and Adam. And He continually gives me loving, godly friends in church who mean so much to me. It all seems like so much more than I deserve. Luke 7:47 says, "Therefore, I tell you, her many sins have been forgiven, as her great love is shown. But whoever has been forgiven little loves little." I feel I have been forgiven so much, and God has given me a great understanding of what He has saved me from. I feel so blessed to be forgiven and loved by Jesus. I heard a preacher speak once about how Jesus takes the broken roses and saves them and makes them new. I was one of those broken roses, and Jesus has made me new. I am so grateful. Thank you.